Hello, everybody, and welcome to O.B. O'Brien Court here at LaSalle College High School. Big Catholic League matchup tonight. Father Judge, reigning state and Catholic League champions, visit the LaSalle Explorers. I'm Carter Philman with Bob Long Sports. No Bob tonight. Little conflict, no problem. We'll hold it down in front of him. Next to me, Pat Burkhead, Jack McGuire. Fellas, big games tonight. Pat, let's start with you. LaSalle has gotten off to prototypical slow starts of these last couple games. First quarter, first half, haven't come out of the gate super hot. What do they got to do to start this game against a tough team in Father Judge?
Yeah, we talked about it against Carroll, and I think one of their issues has been stretching the floor. Pat Flaherty is really one of the only guys that gets a lot of minutes that I would trust shooting a three. Maybe Tyler Branson when he's hot, but I think that's a strength on this Judge team. They have a lot of shooters. Ray Harris, Nas Tyler, Rocco Westfield. I could go on, but they're going to have to contain the three against Father Judge if they want to keep this close.
Jack McGuire back in the booth with us. Great to have you. You've been in practice all week after LaSalle coming off a tough loss to a really solid Archbishop Carroll team. What's this past day? It's only been, that was Monday. It's a quick turnaround. It's a Wednesday game. What's that gap in between been like?
Yeah, like you said, it's only a day. It was a long film session. They went over all the mistakes from Carroll, what to improve. I want to add to Pat's point real quick about the start for LaSalle. They cannot let Father Judge get up early like Devin did. If Father Judge gets up early, like Pat said, they have a lot of shooters, and it's a lot easier to make shots when you're up. We've seen Rocco Westfield have a legacy game at the Palestra, and he shot the ball really well against LaSalle last year, having 18 points. So LaSalle needs to get a hand up early and not let Judge go on a run.
Father Judge coming off a big 40-plus point win over Devon Prep on Monday night. Stay with us. We'll be right back for tip-off here at LaSalle College High School.
Tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following three characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Meet David and Kay May, a dynamic team with a shared mission to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. What sets them apart? Their wealth of experience, combined with a genuine passion for guiding clients every step of the way. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor, their personalized approach and commitment to service make every real estate journey smooth and rewarding. Contact them today to get started on your next real estate adventure.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross-country mortgages dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers.
You accept the decisions of tonight's PIAA officials as fair and impartial. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we would ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and remember that we are always and everywhere in the holy presence of God. Oh God, you so inspired John Baptist de La Salle through his writings of St. Francis de Sales that he made the Salesian ideal, live Jesus, a cornerstone of the spirituality of his own religious family in the church. As we begin this competition, let us be mindful of another powerful bond that unites us, the mission of becoming and educating gentlemen, LaSallian and Salesian, who will live Jesus into the heart of a world that needs their talents, energy, compassion, and service. Bless the students and graduates of LaSalle College High School and Father Judge High School with these gifts, Lord, today and always. St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. St. Francis de Sales, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever. Please remain standing as we honor America, our men and women in the armed forces, and veterans of military service with the playing of our national anthem, performed and recorded by the LaSalle Concert Band.
Welcome back, everybody. Carter Finn with Bob Long Sports here tonight in OB O'Brien Court at LaSalle College High School. Pat Burkhead to my left, Jack McGuire fulfilling his managerial basketball duties, leading the player intros. Let's meet the starters for tonight. Father Judge, senior guard, Rocco Westfield, 6'1", headed to Merrimack University, Division I basketball player next year. Just the first of many Division I basketball players on this Father Judge team. Number 2, junior forward Jeremiah Adedeji, 6'8", man in the front court for Father Judge. Nazir Tyler, another returner from a state championship and Catholic League champion team in Father Judge from last year. 24, Max Moshinsky, headed to Iona University next year to continue his basketball career. And last, but certainly not least, Derek Morton Rivera, senior, 6'3", Temple commit, one of the best shooters in the state, maybe and possibly in the country. This guy is absolutely lights out from the perimeter. And for your home Explorers, small lineup change tonight that haven't seen this season. Pat Flaherty getting the start. Senior guard, perimeter threat for the Explorers. Number 3, Tyler Branson, 6-foot junior, will lead the backcourt for these LaSalle Explorers. His backcourt partner, Max Okabata, of course, coming up next, 6'4", junior guard.
Number 23, a 6'1" junior,
Number 23 is 6'3" junior Nick Neary. Tough physical guard forward hybrid. LaSalle uses him all over the place. And of course, Bryce Austin, sophomore, 6'9", man in the middle for this LaSalle Explorers. Pat Burkhead, we talked earlier in the game, LaSalle has to avoid these slow starts. What are your keys to the game for the Explorers today?
Yeah, I think you just mentioned the big one, not have a slow start, but how do you do that if you're LaSalle? I think it's playing smart basketball, maybe slowing it down a little bit and just making the right pass. I think sometimes they just get a little bit excited to start a game and throw the ball away too easily.
Yep, Jack Burns on the camera with us. Jack Burns, your thoughts heading into tonight's game? Great to have you.
Thanks, yeah, it's good to be here. It's going to be a tough game for LaSalle, coming off, Father Judge winning the championship, so it's going to be tough for them.
Battle of 2-2 teams in the Catholic League. You don't imagine that 2-2 record is going to hold for very long for Father Judge, especially at 500. One of the best teams in the Catholic League, returning majority of that state championship team from last year. Jack McGuire back in the booth with us after leading the charge in the player intros.
Yeah, Carter. Well, like you just said, 7 of the players that played in this matchup last year are here tonight playing for Father Judge.
Tip is up, and we are off. Underway, Father Judge Crusaders in the baby blue unis with the red trim. Take the tip off. It's Max Moshinsky with the dribble penetration off to Nazi Tyler. Moshinsky in the corner. Solid first defensive possession for the Explorers. Bryce Austin taking down the rebound. Very curious to see how LaSalle approaches this game from a tempo standpoint. They've not been shy to run up and down the court, fire shots off quickly, but let's be honest, there is a little bit of a talent disparity in this game with LaSalle or Father Judge running out 3 Division I commits.
Father Judge loves to play up-tempo.
And of course, with up-tempo comes forcing turnovers, which LaSalle has been susceptible to in the past. LaSalle having trouble getting inside the perimeter right now. They do so through Bryce Austin. Back to the basket. Right-hand hook falls off. Father Judge with the rebound. That is Derek Morton Rivera. Don't want to leave him open. Three-pointer comes up short. Offensive rebound to the corner. 3 is up. That's Nazir Tyler. Hits a 3.
And with the talent this Father Judge team has, if they move the ball like this the whole game, it's going to be really tough to stop them on the offensive end.
I have to absolutely limit their second chance opportunities. You don't want to give a team of this caliber extra shots. Okabata at the top of the perimeter. Judge in a man-to-man defense. To Flaherty on the wing. Flaherty looking to pound it inside. Price Austin at the top. Good spot for Max Okabata here. Mid-range fade goes Price Austin with the rebound. They called that a jump ball.
Jump ball possession LaSalle.
Let's take a look. Price Austin, good job getting that rebound. Yes, and that is a jump ball. Absolutely. Great call by the official on the baseline. Great back cut by Max Okabata, who gets pushed in the back going up, and he'll hit the line for 2 free throws.
We saw the free throw struggle last game against Archbishop Carroll, and I think that almost kept them out of the game. When you miss that many free throws, it's really hard to win. So if they want to beat this Father Judge team, it's going to be really important to knock down a majority of the free throws.
And Max Okabata is only shooting 45% from the free throw line. It's been a struggle for him this year. He's been working on it every day in practice, though.
First one is up. Good sign for Max. First one falls. Certainly a game where if you're the Explorers, you want to do the little things right. Limit your turnovers, make your free throws, take the points that you can get and make open shots. Easier said than done, of course. But if you're generating open shots, that means your offense is working.
You got to make open layups, too, which they struggled to do against Archbishop Carroll.
Certainly. Second one off the back iron. Father Judge comes down with the rebound. This is Rocco Westfield with the ball. One of many perimeter threats for Father Judge. Mashinsky inside to Jeremiah Adedeji. Back out to Nazir Tyler. Uses the ball screen. A lot of room up in that lane. And they will count that basket. Given the continuation.
Count the basket for Nazir Tyler.
Look at get just this. Yeah, I mean, certainly looked like he had that gather while he was going up. Really tough physical finish through contact for Father Judge. And Jeremiah Adedeji. Free throw is up and good for the old-fashioned three-point play. Tyler Branson bringing up the ball for the Explorers, which you will see majority of the game, I'm sure. Uses the Price Austin pick into the lane. Austin rolls, can't control the pass, and Father Judge comes up with the turnover. Pushing the pace, here's Rocco Westfield. Derek Morton Rivera wide open for a three, and he's not going to miss many of those.
Definitely not. As you mentioned earlier, Derek Morton Rivera, one of the best shooters perhaps in the country. You can't leave him open if you're LaSalle. I would almost consider just sticking a guy on him at all times.
I believe he hit 7 or 8 threes against Devon Prep.
Yeah, he went 7 for 10.
Like I said, one of the best shooters in Pennsylvania, if not across the entire country. A proven track record from beyond the arc. Austin fakes the dribble handoff, goes into the lane, hook falls short. Judge pushing the tempo to Nazir Tyler to pull up three in transition is good. And that'll be a timeout from the LaSalle Explorers. Facing an early 12-1 deficit.
30-second timeout LaSalle.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Thanks to one of our sponsors, Joe O'Brien Roofing. Joe O'Brien, for any of your roofing and trimming needs, of course, father of the South football standout, Joey O'Brien. Give Joe O'Brien Roofing a call for any of your roofing needs at 215-267-0883. Guys, tough start for LaSalle on both ends, if we're being honest. You know, a crucial 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. What's the adjustment you think Coach Ansel is talking about during his timeout?
Defense.
I would agree with that.
You know, to be honest, they got to stick on that guy. What was he?
Derek Morton Rivera. Yeah.
You really got to keep that guy guarded. You know, you can't give him an opportunity to get those threes up like he's been doing all game.
Jack Burns, the longest view in the room through the camera lens. LaSalle looking to capitalize off the timeout. Judge falls into a 2-3 zone. Branson for three, and that is good. Great response from LaSalle.
That looked a lot prettier than his bank three against Devin Prep.
LaSalle looking to pick up the tempo a little bit, but a foul is called on the Explorers. That is Max Okabata. Gets called for the reach-in. Father Judge will keep it on the sideline. Inbound to Rocco Westfield. Down screen for Morton Rivera. Attacks the rim. Tough. Great defense by Branson, who comes up with the miss. Great job staying vertical there and coming up with the defensive rebound. LaSalle looks to push the tempo a little bit. Nick Neary in the lane might have gotten away with a travel, might have lifted that left foot, but regardless, goes up with the left hand and finishes through the lane. LaSalle on a quick 5-0 run. Mashinsky looks to answer. Inbound to Rocco Westfield. Westfield up and short. Good defense inside by a small guy on the court, Pat Flaherty. Can't come up with the defensive rebound, and it'll stay with Father Judge on this side.
And on that last LaSalle possession, I think they really wanted to attack the rim. You can't shy away from this Father Judge defense just because they have a lot of talent. You have to go at it, and I think almost beat it at its heart.
Couple freshmen checking in for Father Judge, number 4 Corey Copeland and number 1 Amir Brown. Two talented freshmen that I'm sure will get a lot of minutes throughout the season for Father Judge. This is Mashinsky, kicks out. Three is up and good. Okabata comes down with the rebound. On the wing to Flaherty. Dribble move. Really nice move to get him separation. Offensive rebound by Ryan Damon, and he's heading to the free throw line.
And I know we missed it, but I really like that shot from Pat Flaherty. I think he always shoots him when he's open, but he's such a good shooter. I don't think you mind if he shoots a contested three every once in a while.
Something as simple as a ball fake to the left side and got the defender moving. Great job creating space. That first free throw is up. Ryan Damon, and good.
And Pat, to your point about Pat Flaherty, I think LaSalle likes him shooting the ball. He's only shooting an average of 2 threes a game, but he shot 8 against Archbishop Carroll. He's definitely getting more comfortable, and I think that's why we see him in the starting lineup here tonight.
2 for 2 at the line, extends the LaSalle run after that timeout to 7-0. Here's Corey Copeland to Rocco Westfield, deep three. No good off the backboard. LaSalle comes down with the rebound. This is Tyler Branson pushing the pace through traffic, up and good. Fantastic finish there through traffic for Tyler Branson. Love to see him going downhill and finishing at the rim early on. And there he is on the defensive end coming up with the loose ball. Gathers it, and LaSalle will take a timeout to hold possession of that ball.
And a lot of energy from that LaSalle bench. A big run from them there, and I think they're going to need a lot of energy this game.
Student section's bringing some energy too.
Absolutely, you love to see it. Energy definitely out of that timeout made a significant impact on the defensive end. That run extended to 9-0 after that Tyler Branson layup. Explorers doing a much better job defending the perimeter, doing a good job staying vertical on when Father Judge is attacking the lane, coming down with the defensive rebounds, limiting second chance opportunities.
And they struggled guarding the perimeter last year against Father Judge. Father Judge knocked down 13 threes in that game. They shot the lights out. Credit to them, though.
Like we said, got to do the little things right early on. I'll go to early note, very early. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. I don't think they were that at any point. I think they started off against Archbishop Carroll probably 1 for 10, if I remember correctly. Crucial possession here for LaSalle.
As a team, they're only shooting 63% from the free throw line also, Carter.
Definitely something you want to see improve as the season goes on. Here's Branson to Ryan Damon, at the top of the key. Pat Flaherty on the baseline. Explorers are working around the perimeter. Here's Ryan Damon. Through the lane, had an open look, can't finish at the rim. Father Judge comes down with the rebound. This is Corey Copeland pushing the pace to Nazir Tyler. He already has 2 threes, can't make it a third. Loose ball, Tyler Branson comes down with it. 3-on-3 for the Explorers in transition. Max Okabata going off 2 feet, tough take to the rim. He is fouled. He'll at the line for 2.
We've mentioned it before, but Max Okabata really does put pressure on these referees. He went after the freshman Corey Copeland there, and it ended up working out for him.
Yeah, we talk about it so often, just staying balanced for Max, going to the rim, having a solid base off 2 feet into the body of Corey Copeland leads to those 2 free throws. first is up and good for Max Okabata.
And like you were saying, Carter, Coach Ansel does preach to Max about getting in the lane, landing on two, a nice jump stop, and you have shooters like Pat Flaherty, Ryan Rang, and Rex Hellstrom that you can kick it out to, or you can go up for the finish.
Second is up and good for Max Okabata. We have a tie game. Explorers ripping off an 11-0 run. Father Judge yet to stop it. This is Nazir Tyler using a double ball screen. Penetrates floater in the lane, off the back iron. Rebound by that freshman Amir Brown. Grabs that rebound, goes up, and is fouled.
The southpaw number 23, Nick Neary. It's his first, team's third.
A really solid rebound there by freshman, just a freshman Amir Brown over two Explorers. That is a very lengthy 6'5".
Yeah, I think Amir Brown kind of plays like the prototypical wing that we talk a lot about now these days. You know, you see all these tall guys that are now shooting the ball, handling the ball. I think he's someone who can develop into that kind of role for Father Judge.
Certainly a bright future for him if he's getting minutes for such a talented team like Father Judge. Him and Corey Copeland, two freshmen. For the first time, Jaden Carr checks in for the Explorers today. Has been really, really solid off the bench these last couple games for the Explorers.
And it all started in the first tournament game in Maryland against LaSalle Academy from Rhode Island. He got a chance to come in off the bench, and he really earned more minutes.
Amir Brown splits two at the line. Father Judge goes back up one. LaSalle settles back into their defense, excuse me. This is Neary. Looking to attack the lane. Off 2 feet, kicks to Tyler Branson in the corner. Branson, really soft pass inside to Max Okabata, who can't come up with it. Steps out of bounds on the sideline. Father Judge will take over. I think that's got to be a more solid pass. You know, can't afford the lollipops in through the lane, despite the lane looking open. Just gives more time for the defender to collapse on the pass.
And before that, I actually thought it was a pretty good offensive possession. Lots of movement from LaSalle, which I think we've seen a lot of in this first quarter, and it's really helped them keep this a close one.
Layup is no good, but there is that freshman Amir Brown coming up with the offensive rebound. Can't finish. LaSalle looks to push in response. Max Okabata left open for three. No good. Loose ball. Nick Neary comes down with it. That looks like off Father Judge. Oh! Let's see if we can get a look here. That looked like it was off Amir Brown on the ground. See if we can get a tail end here. Loose ball. Nick Neary comes up with it. Really tough to say there. Looks like maybe Ryan Damon could have gone off his hand. Regardless, no change in call. Father Judge takes the sideline out of bounds. Takes up the court.
And at that dead ball, Jack McCabe subbed in. He only averages a little over 1 minute a game, but he is very feisty on defense. As you see, he just picked up a foul there.
Certainly, you see him often in these late quarter situations to come on for defensive purposes. That is LaSalle's fourth. They don't have any more to give. Got to be careful if you're Jack McCabe. Gets the deflection on the inbounds pass, though. Just got to stay solid here. Hand off to Westfield. Mashinsky. Hand off to Corey Copeland. Out to Amir Brown. Fading. Three is no good. Excuse me, that's Razon Harris checking in, the sophomore, talented sophomore, 6'7". That's the end. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Father Judge holding on to a 1-point lead after starting up 12-1, I believe, on those South scores.
Yeah, I thought that 11-1 run was, as I mentioned earlier, a result of energy. I think LaSalle is simply playing harder than Father Judge right now, and if they can do that all game and come up with loose balls, as you mentioned, Carter, do the little things, it can definitely keep them in this game.
Stay with us. We'll be right back to start the second.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 100.
We are back live for the start of the second quarter. Father Judge retains possession at the end of that quarter. Immediate defensive presence felt by Max Okabata. Deflection. Out of bounds. Father Judge will hold. Guys, we talked about it. What happened on that last shot? Father Judge looked like they fired a three a little bit early. We think the student section had something to do with that?
Yeah, I heard the student section giving the fake count as in like 3, 2, 1 when there was really like 6 or 7 seconds left.
Branson grabs off the inbound. Out to Jaden Carr, who was fouled in transition. Let's take a look at that play again.
Final touchdown number 24, Max Mushinski. That's his second.
Yeah, we talked about it from LaSalle, but Father Judge just a relatively late. It's a tough inbound deep in that corner, but it's a lazy inbounds pass. Tyler Branson reads the pass and makes the deflection. Great effort to get that ball out to Jaden Carr in transition, who was fouled going to the rim. Opportunity for LaSalle to grab their first lead of the game.
Turning to the lineup for the Crusaders, number 1.
First is up and good for Jaden Carr. Second rim's out. That's Jeremiah Adedeji checking back in, grabs the defensive rebound. Judge will look to set up their offense. In a tie ball game, it's Derek Morton Rivera driving baseline, kicks to Nazir Tyler. Tyler drives, loses it. Branson comes up with the loose ball. Wisely, didn't have the numbers, wisely chooses to just fall into their offensive sets. Branson out to Okabata. Okabata driving into the lane, looks underneath to Ryan Damon. That ball is deflected out of bounds. Baseline out of bounds opportunity for LaSalle score coming up.
Carter, you mentioned it, but I think a tremendous decision from Tyler Branson there. Not only did he not have the numbers, but I think the passing lanes were filled. I think his pass would have got picked off.
Another tough, deep corner inbound there. Thankfully, LaSalle able to get that ball in. They swing along the perimeter. Jaden Carr. A couple down screens coming up for Nick Neary. Back to Jaden Carr. Drives, dishes. Ryan Damon off Father Judge defender's knee, and we'll stay here. Really like the offensive flow LaSalle is showing early on. A lot of motion, off-ball cuts, off-ball screens, making Father Judge work on the defensive end.
And the passes just haven't gotten through the defense right now, but if they keep cutting hard, I think it'll work out.
This is Nick Neary to Tyler Branson. Rocco Westfield defending tightly. Not giving him much window. This is Jaden Carr. Loses it, but retains possession. Lefty drive up. No good. Looks like a little bit of a rush layup there. Father Judge looked to push in transition. That's Rocco Westfield to Nazir Tyler for 3. Up and good. His third three-pointer of the game.
Last year when Father Judge played LaSalle, Nazir Tyler only had 3 threes in the entire game. Now he already has 3 threes in less than 10 minutes.
10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, exactly. Tyler Branson, looks like they cleared out the side for him. Dropping to the rim, that's a foul on Rocco Westfield. A couple subs for the Explorers. Ryan Rang in for the first time. Pat Flaherty returns. Kind of almost, LaSalle going small here. Almost similar to an offensive defense type switch out here. A couple more perimeter threats, and Ryan Rang and Pat Flaherty on the court. There's Flaherty off the inbound, curls off the screen. In the corner, got to get it out of the corner. There it is, up to Ryan Damon. Damon back to Pat Flaherty. Flaherty, nice cross after Ryan Damon. Pass deflected into the corner, into the hands of Jaden Carr. Floater, baseline, no good. Father Judge comes down with it. And they push in transition. Rocco Westfield to Nazir Tyler. Again, left open for 3, no good. Not a guy you want to continue to be leaving open, though, if his shooting continues from early on. Explorers look to push in transition to answer. Pat Flaherty in the lane, back out to Jaden Carr. Coach Ryan Ansell begging the Explorers to keep the ball moving, keep it off the floor. Branson into the lane, kicks out to Jaden Carr for three, just rims out. Jeremiah Adedeji coming down with another defensive rebound. This is Rocco Westfield back to Adedeji. Tough matchup for the Explorers. And he gets fouled on the floor going to the rim. On the floor.
And I thought that one was a little bit closer to a shooting foul than the one earlier, but.
Returning the lineup for the Explorers, number 4, Max Okabata.
Max Okabata checks back in for the Explorers for Jaden Carr. Really solid minutes off the bench for Carr. Into Jeremiah Adedeji. Fancy footwork in the lane. Shot is up. Can't get it to fall. Over to smaller Ryan Damon. LaSalle comes down with the defensive rebound. This is Branson. Off to Ryan Damon. Adedeji gambles. Can't come up with it. Ryan Damon handles possession. Back to Tyler Branson. Branson pull up three. No good. These last couple LaSalle Explorer possession shots have felt a little bit forced. Got to settle back into the offensive set. Tyler in the lane. Out to Amir Brown for three. That's short, but he comes up with his own miss. Passes off to Nazir Tyler. Floater in the lane is up and good. Wants the foul, doesn't get it. Father Judge lead back up to 5.
And Ryan Damon's playing a different role here tonight. He's kind of playing the center with Price Alston on the bench.
Tyler Branson uses the screen to get separation. Step back, long two, doesn't go. Another rebound for Adedeji, who brings it up the court himself. This is Nazir Tyler, kicks out to the wing, Amir Brown. Drives baseline, looks like he lost it himself. They'll call it Father Judge ball. The South student section doesn't like it. We'll catch the rebound here as they make that play, as they make that call. Go the other way. After a small conference with the refs, LaSalle will take over.
And Rocky Mason coming into the game for Father Judge. He's a very good ball handler, but where he really excels is on the defensive end. He's a very tight perimeter defender.
Father Judge man-to-man offense that they're in. Looks like he will match up with Pat Flaherty. Ryan Rang to Tyler Branson. Back to Rang. Rang, Nick Neary open in the corner. The ball fake goes up. Adedeji says, no thank you. Stuffs him. Father Judge with the rebound. Rocco Westfield to Derek Morton Rivera for three is good. That's just some really good basketball, guys. Good both ends, defense to offense. Fantastic outlet pass to Derek Morton Rivera. Finds him open on the wing, and he knocks it down. I believe that is Judge's 5th three of the game. Okabata looks to answer, going to the rim. Is fouled, going up, and held to the line for 2.
And early in this game, Max Okabata has done a really good job of getting to the free throw line, and he's been knocking the free throws down.
This will be his 5th and 6th free throws of the game early on.
Third on the line, shooting 2, Max Okabata.
First free throw, no good off the back iron. Corey Copeland checks back in to spell Jeremiah Adedeji. Father Judge going small. No true big on the floor with them. Looks like actually 5 guards is what I would call it. Second is up and good for Max Okabata. Father Judge maintains a 7-point lead. Here is that Rakai Mason. Handoff to Rocco Westfield, who has not really gotten going yet, but then tied to Mason. Father Judge kicks it. Tyler Branson comes up with a deflection on the defensive end. Father Judge will keep it here.
And I think Chris Rowntree is thinking if LaSalle's going to go small, he has so many really good guards that he can play, he might as well do it too.
And you're talking about a very, very talented coach. He won Huck Palmer's Coach of the Year last year.
Foul on the floor on the Explorers. That goes against Tyler Branson. Of note, that is his 2nd foul. Tyler Branson got to be very careful on the defensive end. Huge part of the Explorers team, especially on the offensive end. See if Father Judge elects to attack him on the perimeter. Inbound to Derek Morton Rivera on Rang through traffic up. Just rims out. Okabata comes down with the rebound, but is fouled in transition by Mason.
Father Judge foul number 11, Rocky Mason. That's his first team score.
LaSalle offense has been quiet the second quarter. I believe only 3 points so far. Pat, we'll kick it to you. What's changed on the defensive end for Father Judge?
Yeah, I think they're going back to what they were doing early into the first quarter. They're just playing LaSalle really close on the perimeter, not letting them do anything outside.
Clear out the side to Max Okabata. Looks to go back down, but Father Judge takes the offensive charge. Max Okabata looks like he just lowered that lead shoulder. We'll catch it on the replay here. Mason, we mentioned it, the defensive player. Yeah, he's in position. Max Okabata, just a little shove with that shoulder. Sure, a little bit of embellishment, but he has the position there. It's a good call by the official.
And I think Judge might have seen that on film because I think Max tries to get physical there a lot. So if you're in position, you might as well try to draw that charge.
And that's his second foul, and I believe it's his second offensive foul also.
Oh, man. And just like that, he gets called for his third in transition. Let's take a look. Just looking to make a play. That call came in from that far side official. It looks like Max Okabata did have that opposite side, that far side hand from our vantage point that we can't see. Looks like he did just wrap that defender. That's actually a pretty solid call from that official, and the right call to make from his side.
Although the foul call didn't stop Max Okabata from going up for the slam on the other end.
He heads to the bench with his third. Rocco Westfield looks to penetrate into the lane, kicks it out. Father Judge, three is up, just rims out. Nick Neary comes down with the rebound. Branson pushing. Good job by Father Judge getting back on defense. Inside to Max Okabata. Up. No good. Pat Flaherty, small guy on the court, comes down with the rebound. Fouled on the floor, but that is Father Judge fifth foul of the game, so he will head to the line for 2 free throws.
And that's exactly who you want at the free throw line.
I remember in the Carroll game, he got fouled pretty hard and still came back to hit both of his free throws.
Yep, landed right on the flat of his back, just popped up, said, I'm good. Knocked down 2 free throws.
He's shooting 100% from the free throw line.
Yeah, I think a 2 for 2. First one is up and good, despite the attempted announcer's jink by Jack McGuire. Jack McGuire.
He's 6 for 6 now in the year.
For the first time all game, Jackson Carroll checking in. Typically a star, has been a starter all year for this Explorers team. Just checking in now late in the second quarter. Second is up, just rims in. LaSalle doing a good job hanging around. You know, Father Judge has had many opportunities to blow this game open. LaSalle has locked in on the defensive end, limited second chance opportunities. Started to get it together a little bit on the offensive end. Minute 30 left in the second quarter. Rocco Westfield in the corner, ball fake, looks to get into the lane. That's Pat Flaherty doing a great job on the defensive end, forces Rocco Westfield into the trap. Just a really good job by Pat. We'll catch the whole possession here. Really good job by Pat Flaherty staying with your hands out, not fouling. Lifts that pivot foot Rocco Westfield does and gets a turnover for LaSalle. See if LaSalle can capitalize here. Jaden Carr, no doubt about it, holds his own number into the lane. Layup is up and good. Really tough take by the sophomore.
And Jaden Carr has had the confidence to create his own shot, even though he's such a young player.
Sometimes you need a guy on the floor who is not afraid to shoot the ball. LaSalle sends pressure in the corner. Double, here's Derek Morton Rivera driving the lane. 2 LaSalle defenders there. Looks like he might have shuffled his feet. Kicks it out. Father Judge swings back out to the outside. Three-pointer is long. Ball is battered around. Pat Flaherty comes up with the rebound in the corner. Jaden Carr settles it down.
And the student section really is making a difference. They're screaming every time a Father Judge player shoots a 3.
30 seconds here. Let's see if LaSalle chooses to hold. Pocket one. Giant possession. We'll see if they decide to hold for the last shot here. Jackson Carroll. Father Judge, no fouls to give. Off to Neary. Neary ball at hip. Neary penetrates into the lane through traffic, loses it, calls a timeout. That is LaSalle's third timeout of the first half. Something to keep going forward. Like we said, Bob is big on this late in the games. You can't stop the clock. The only way you can stop the clock late in the game if it's a close one is by a timeout. Something to monitor, especially if this game stays close. LaSalle already down to 2 timeouts. Full timeout on the floor. Let's take a minute to thank one of our sponsors, Great American Pub in Conshohocken. Great spot for pre or post game food and beverage. The Hemcher family, of course, many run a LaSalle alumni. Charlie Hemcher, son of Mr. Hemcher, graduated in my class of 2015, of course. Great American Pub, can't recommend it enough. Great spot, great food, great drinks, great atmosphere, run by a proud LaSalle family. Guys, just about 15 seconds, I believe, on the clock was what we had before we went to break. If you're LaSalle, are you holding for the last shot? Jack, we'll start with you.
I think definitely. I think you want to get Pat Flaherty a look, maybe off the inbounds play from the corner. I believe there's 10 seconds or so now. We'll see in just a second as the timeout clock runs out.
10 seconds, great call. Pat, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree with Jack. If there is something open off the inbound, which we have seen from this LaSalle team, I think take it. You just want the best shot you can get.
Ryan Rang inbounding. Price Alston back on the floor. Father Judge called for the hold on Pat Flaherty. Coach Ryan Ansel calling it out as it happened. Gets the foul call. We'll take a look. Yeah, Corey Copeland had both arms wrapped around Pat Flaherty as he looked to go to the corner. As we leave that replay, that first free throw is up. No good for Pat Flaherty, misses the front end. Second free throw up. And good. Jaden Carr will check back in for Nick Neary. 10 seconds left for Father Judge to work with. Plenty of time to get off a good shot. Rocco Westfield with the ball. Plenty of guys you need to be careful for. This is Razon Harris. Step back three off the back iron. LaSalle comes up with the defensive rebound, and we will head to the half 21-19. Guys, really solid defensive effort by LaSalle Explorers so far, holding a dynamic Father Judge offense to only 21 points in the first half.
I mean, I'll start. Yeah, they didn't play great defense against Archbishop Carroll on Monday night. If they played that defense that they played in that game here tonight, the score would not be 21-19. They have really overcome what they had on the defensive end in that game and have changed it, and that's why this Father Judge team only has 21 points right now.
Pat, you know, Coach Ryan Ansel known very well for making significant adjustments at halftime that have often led to Explorer success. What do you think he's looking to make probably on the offensive end, you would think, right?
Yeah, only 19 points in that first half, but if you're going to hold Father Judge to 21, I think you'll take that from the defense, which Jack just talked about. But on the offensive end, I think they were at their best when they were penetrating and attacking the Father Judge defense. If they can move the ball and do that, they'll be in a good spot.
Jack Burns, the man behind the camera. What have you seen so far? What are your thoughts on this first half?
Right, yeah, you know, LaSalle really picked it up. You know, it's great that they were able to bring it to 21-19, you know, seeing how it started from 12-1. So they really picked it up on that end. And Judges maintained their consistency and great playing in their threes.
Great call. We will see you guys after halftime. Stay with us. We got a tight one here. We'll see if it maintains throughout the rest of the game. We'll be back after halftime.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dumpy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dumpyford.com.
Come experience the Dumpy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. And the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Meet David and Kay May, a dynamic team with a shared mission to help you turn your real estate dreams into reality. What sets them apart? Their wealth of experience, combined with a genuine passion for guiding clients every step of the way. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor, their personalized approach and commitment to service make every real estate journey smooth and rewarding. Contact them today to get started on your next real estate adventure.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He's gone!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers.
Let's get this.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
Welcome back to OB O'Brien Court at LaSalle. Father Judge holds a 2-point lead in the first half. Let's kick it over for some first half stats. Jack McGuire, what do you got for us?
Yeah, leading the way for LaSalle, Tyler Branson has 5 points, which doesn't seem like that many, but it was a very low-scoring first half. For Father Judge, leading is Nazir Tyler with 14 of the team's 21. Father Judge has shot 15 threes. They've only knocked down 5, but LaSalle, on the other hand, 1 for 5. So I think we'll see Pat Flaherty come out, shoot some threes, and hopefully for LaSalle, make some threes and get LaSalle another lead.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting Nazir Tyler has majority of the points. You know, you look at this Father Judge roster up and down, they're so well spread out. They're typically more balanced in their scoring. Nazir, what'd you say, Jack? 14 points?
14 points.
14 points, yeah. Derek Rivera, I believe, has hit a 3.
He has 3 points.
3 points. Yeah, I mean, credit to the LaSalle Explorer defense. They've done a great job staying in the face of Father Judge all game. Just got to find it on the offensive end. I have a feeling both teams, I don't think either of these teams are looking to score 21 and 19 points again in the second half. Let's go around the league here, some halftime scores. Scores around the league, halftime scores. Lansdale Catholic leading West Catholic 31-26 at the half. Bonner Perendi, huge game over against Newman Goretti. That's at Bonner. Bonner leads 30-29. Roman Catholic and Archbishop Wood, another giant game in the Catholic League. Roman 38, Archbishop Wood 32. Devon Prep leading Archbishop Bryan 34-33. And LaSalle and Father Judge 21-19. Father Judge leads. Talk about we talk about balance across the Catholic League. There's really not that significant. Sure, there's a tier 1 for sure, but you look from 4 to 12. Anything from 4 to 12, 3 to 12, even 1 to 12, anybody can seem to beat anybody in this league.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Obviously, I think we've seen tough games all year while watching LaSalle, and I know across the Catholic League it's been the same way. After the game against Carroll, I spoke to Coach Bo, and he just said how much of a dogfight every game is going to be for them.
Absolutely, and we got another dogfight here. LaSalle will take possession out of the half, trailing by 2.
In the first half, the student section was making a lot of noise sitting down. Now they have stood up over there. That's going to be a key factor.
Let's see if LaSalle can reward their efforts here. Inbound to Tyler Branson, of course, to start the half. Price Alston as well. Starters in for LaSalle. Dribbles to Flaherty. Off to Neary, back to Branson. Price Alston looks to establish himself on the block. Maxwell Cabana pops out, kicks to Branson in the corner. Inside pass to Price Alston is turnover. This is Rocco Westfield. Hasn't found it yet. Step through shot, no good. Branson looking to push in transition. Pat Flaherty. Nobody picked him up on Judge. Smallest guy on the rim against Judge's biggest guy, Jeremiah Adedeji. Layup is good on the goaltend.
And I love the aggressiveness there.
Pat Flaherty comes up on the rebound. on the inbounds pass. Nick Neary to the rim, up, no good. Defensive rebound. Last called off LaSalle. How about the effort from Pat Flaherty on the inbounds pass with Judge catching him sleeping? Nick Neary not able to convert. 50-50 call. Baseline official had a better view there. It'll stick with Judge.
Rocco Westfield checks out of the game after a questionable shot.
Yeah, this is Corey Copeland, the freshman, checking in for him. Off to Max Moshinsky. Moshinsky drives. Kicks to Nazir Taylor, wide open on the wing. Three-pointer is up, no good. Rebound falls into Tyler Branson. Push ahead to Nick Neary, layup, lefty up, good. LaSalle takes a 23-21 lead. Here comes Father Judge looking to push in response. This is Max Moshinsky at the top of the key. Driving against Neary. Neary's such a physical defender. Derek Morton-Rivera open in the corner. Three-pointer is off the back iron. 50-50 ball. Who's going to come up with it? That's Nick Neary on the ground. Gets it to Tyler Branson. Explorers have numbers if they want it. Okabata to Price Austin. Price Austin turns the ball back over looking for Tyler Branson. Here comes Judge. Derek Morton-Rivera into the lane. Kick out to Max Moshinsky for three. Short. Nazir Tyler with the offensive rebound. Deflected out of bounds by Father Judge. Back to LaSalle.
And Father Judge really can't panic right now. They're trailing 2 to a LaSalle team, and Max Moshinsky takes the corner three. I know he's more effective inside, so they still have to take good shots and really get to their offense.
Real quick, let's not move on. Carter, that was a great call. That was just up and back and forth.
Appreciate it. We keep it professional around here as Explorers are paying attention. Okabata on the wing. Bryce Austin pulls up for three. Air ball, not sure about that one. If you're Coach Ryan Ansel. And on cue, Ryan Dan checks in. Bryce Austin to the bench. Tough shot. Look, I know he's trying to expand his game out to the perimeter. There's a time and place. I don't know if that place is a 2-point game against a Catholic League favorite. This is Corey Copeland, freshman, doing a great job handling the ball for Father Judge. Derek Moore with a great action to get him going downhill. Foul is called on the reach-in. Tyler Branson. Really like the action. A couple double screens here to get Derek Morton-Rivera open down the off the wing. Not going to be able to catch this play here off the rebound as Father Judge looks to inbound.
That's huge. Now there's 3 fouls on both Okabata and Branson.
Absolutely giant. This is Ajabaji against the smaller Ryan Damon. Cups it, layup is up, no good. Gets his own rebound, foul, up, good. Heads to the line for an extra one. Let's take a look. Yeah, 6'8", but he's really solid. Just 2 dribbles going to the rim, downhill against Ryan Damon. Comes up with a 50-50 ball. Finishes through contact.
And Jack, I know you mentioned that this Judge team has a lot of guys returning, and Adedeji is one of those returners, but he didn't play as much last year. He's really stepping into a bigger role on this Father Judge team in the front court.
He was a part of the JV team last year, and that JV game between LaSalle and Father Judge, Price Austin really developed and made a statement, and Coach Ansel still talks about that game, wanting Price Austin to play the way he played in that JV game against Father Judge last year against Adedeji.
Adedeji's free throw is up and good. LaSalle looks to respond. 50-50 ball. Who's got it? Nick Neary. Not once, not twice. How about the third time for LaSalle? On the seesaw we go. Father Judge looks to push. Nazir Tyler on the baseline, kicks out to Corey Copeland. Drives, lefty finish. That is smooth from the freshman guard.
And
go ahead, Pat.
And the reason Adedeji didn't play much last year is because they had Everett Barnes, who was
really solid player.
All second team.
He's at Loyola, Maryland, having a really solid freshman year. This is Pat Flaherty off to Okabata at the top of the key. Okabata looks to attack. Out to Pat Flaherty in the corner. Against the taller Max Moshinsky. Backs him down. Tyler Branson pull-up three is good. Tyler Branson's game really changes when he is able to consistently hit those perimeter shots. Father Judge goes inside, looking for Adedeji inside. Interior pass is long, floats out of bounds. LaSalle takes back over.
And Carter, you mentioned it, but when defenses have to respect Tyler Branson's shot, he can really utilize his quickness to get to the rim, and that helps him create for others.
Like him playing off ball here. Nick Neary handling the ball, bringing it up the court. Branson to Flaherty at the top of the key. Pump fake. Goes past the rim into the trees. Blocked out of bounds. Really nice style. I like the aggressiveness. Keep the foot on the gas. LaSalle will retain possession off the blocked shot. A couple screens inside. Frees up Max Okabata, who finds himself alone on the block with Derek Morton Rivera late on the closeout. Max will head back to the line for 2 more free throws. Let's take a look at the action.
That's his second.
Really nice. Threw a couple double screen at the top of the free throw line. Finds himself on the block. Again, Derek Morton Rivera just late getting in position. He'll head to the line for 2.
And Okabata did a good job of staying on his feet there and not falling to the ground, because it is harder for refs to make that call when they see Okabata on the ground a lot.
Absolutely.
And I think we see some type of variation of that play a lot. A shooter going to the corner and trying to get a physical guard like Nick Neary or Max Okabata down on that block. So having multiple options on that inbounds pass is so great for LaSalle, and it helped them there.
Something they've really excelled at all year as Jaden Carr checks in. Max Okabata 2 for 2 from the free throw line, having a much better game from the stripe than he did against Archbishop Carroll. Father Judge, Amir Brown checks in for the first time for Adedeji. This is Max Mashinsky going downhill, attacks the body of Nick Neary. Foul is called. And it will be 2 shots for Max Mashinsky.
Can I give you a fun fact about Max Mashinsky?
Sure.
So, obviously, there's Philly Live in the summer. Father Judge went into Philly Live, and Max Mashinsky didn't have a single D1 offer going into it. After he went off at Philly Live, he received 8 offers in 10 days. He is now committed to Iona.
I gotta say, that's a fun fact. That was a good fact.
Good fact. Max Mashinsky, 6'6", forward. You've seen the ball handling. Joe's really, really athletic in the open court as well. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. Explorers look to push off the miss. Pat Flaherty finds himself in the corner. Really tough spot to find himself. Trapped on the baseline. He turns it over. Here comes Father Judge. Nazir Tyler looks to press against that smaller Flaherty. Shot is up, and he will head to the line for 2.
I think Nazir Tyler is such an impressive player because he plays with so calm, as we saw there. He didn't get rushed by the defense and really just got to his spot.
Yeah, Pat Flaherty doing a solid job defensively. Just had that backhand on the small of Nazir Tyler's back as he went up for the shot. First one is no good from Nazir Tyler. Nazir Tyler splits 1 of 2 at the line. And here comes Max Okabata. Tyler Branson takes a seat for LaSalle. Always significant when he goes off the court because you ask the question, who is going to handle the ball? Explorers swinging along the perimeter. Here's Okabata. Spin move, going to the left hand. Up and good. How about Max Okabata using the left hand? Father Judge looks to push in transition off the make. Derek Morton Rivera misses the 3 in the corner, but there he is. We just mentioned how athletic he is. Max Mashinsky grabs the miss, puts it up, and will head to the line for an extra one.
And I have some more facts about him. Not as fun as the 8 offers in 10 days, but last year he was Huck Plummer's 6th man of the year, and he was also top 10 in dunks in the league. As we saw a pretty, I would call, putback dunk there. Not a dunk, but
impressive finish over traffic, just above the rim. Didn't slam it home, but he got above everybody else, that's for sure. Unfortunately, couldn't catch that replay due to some technical difficulties, but that's all right. We'll catch the next one. Max Mashinsky at the line for his extra shot. Up and good. You can see why Iona wanted a guy like that for their freshman class. Max Okabata uses the screen from Ryan Rang. Ryan Rang pops open, swings to Jaden Carr. Tyler Branson back in for the Explorers as well. Ryan Damon up top. Ball screen for Branson. Branson attacking downhill, pivots, Back out to Ryan Rang. This is Jaden Carr. Ryan Rang in the corner. Explorers just working. Need to stay patient here if you're LaSalle. Get your good shots. Branson to Okabata. That three-pointer is long, but hits off Corey Copeland. Can't corral the rebound. Deflects it off of him out of bounds. LaSalle will retain possession.
And although that wasn't the best shot and the shot they wanted there, that was a very good possession by the Explorers. And now they have another chance.
Off the inbound, Ryan Rang open for three in the corner. Three-pointer just can't fall. Max Okabata has to be careful inside. He can't pick up that fourth foul in the third quarter. Max Wyszynski to Nazir Tyler. Nazir Tyler, great look inside. That's Amir Brown finishing at the rim. Father Judge back up 1 point.
And we've been impressed by Tyler's shooting and obviously offensive game all day, but that playmaking, that was such a great pass inside.
The Father Judge faithful, the traveling faithful, making their own noise for the Crusaders. Ryan Rang finds himself in a little bit of trouble. Double team from LaSalle. Father Judge kicks it back out to Tyler Branson, who looks to settle the offense. Push up. That's Corey Copeland. Tyler Branson so hard to defend once he gets you on his hip. So adept at drawing fouls.
I also think pretty unpredictable. He does like to take that mid-range pull-up jumper, but is also so effective getting to the rim, and with the danger of his passing ability, as you said, Carter, it's almost impossible to defend.
Refs are looking for that both hands out. Corey Copeland had that inside hand just tucked inside into the body of Tyler Branson, so the foul is called there. LaSalle inbound. Just because you got another opportunity doesn't mean you have to rush a shot. Make sure to have a good offensive possession regardless of the situation. This is a crucial one. You're down one. Max Wyszynski, mixing up my Maxes. Max Okabata, jump stop into the lane, kicks out to Jaden Carr. Hesitation, pull up, mid-range jumper is no good. Father Judge comes down with the rebound. Here's Nazir Tyler against Ryan Rang. Rocco Westfield on the curve, back out. It's Father Judge. Swings Max Wyszynski heading downhill. And Max Wyszynski taking over this game late in the third quarter.
I think in close games like these, especially in league play, teams can really rely on their seniors who have been in this position before to get a basket or make a big play.
So crucial, obviously, so much experience as Ryan Rang drives inside, kicks back out. Tyler Branson up top. .30 seconds left here. We'll see how LaSalle decides to handle this possession, see if they hold for the final shot. I believe it will be Father Judge's ball coming out of the quarter. Wisely, I mean, if at this point I would just hold for the last shot if you're LaSalle. Derek Morton Rivera not drawing a count as LaSalle can look up to set their last shot. Branson kicks to Max Okabata, back to Branson, pull up three. Off back iron, 5 seconds left. This is Derek Morton Rivera, 2 seconds, one pull up three. No good. And we head to the final quarter. Father Judge holding on to a 3-point lead.
Father Judge will have the ball to start the fourth quarter.
We'll keep it here. We'll take a second to thank one of our sponsors, Dr. Mary Griffin at Ballard Dermatology, for all your dermatology needs. Thankful for her proud support for LaSalle Explorers, this program through the years. For all your dermatology needs, please, on our behalf, reach out to Dr. Mary Griffin, 610-664-3300. That is Dr. Mary Griffin at Ballard Dermatology. Jack Burns, tight one heading into the fourth quarter. What does LaSalle have to do to pull this one off?
I think LaSalle really needs to focus in on making some three-pointers, some longer shots here. They're great, up close in the paint, but they really need to focus on making those shots and finding the right opportunity to take them.
Great insight there from our man behind the camera.
And I think that point about opportunity is a good one. You don't want to force up the threes, but when they do get an open shot, I would like them to take it.
Absolutely. This is still 100% a manageable game if you're LaSalle. There's no need to press as Father Judge starts with the ball to begin this fourth quarter. Runs an offensive set. This is Rocco Westfield. Morton Rivera threw a couple threes, threw a couple screens, gets downhill and draws the contact. We'll head to the line for two. Really nice set out of the quarter break for Father Judge.
Teams first on the line shooting 2, Derek Morton Rivera.
LaSalle in their man-to-man defense, not able to communicate in time through that before that switch through that screen. Ryan Rang late to close out. First one is up and no good. Second free throw, 0 for 2 from the line for Derek Morton Rivera. LaSalle comes down with the miss. This is Max Okabata pushing in transition. Baseline drive off 2 feet. Again, just such a physical presence, especially when he gets inside. He draws the foul. Doing a great job in this game getting to the line, Max Okabata is.
That's his third, teams first on the line shooting 2, Max Okabata.
Foul is called on Max Mashinsky, his third foul. Not necessarily into foul trouble yet for Father Judge, but something to monitor for sure as Max Okabata's first is up and good.
In close games like this, in PCL play, free throws can sometimes be the deciding factor of a game, so it's really important that both teams get to the line and convert when they do get there.
Okabata's second is short. He got a little antsy going for his own miss. Crossed the line before the ball hit the rim. That's a free throw violation. Father Judge will take over. 2-point game early on in the fourth quarter. Rocco Westfield checks back in for Father Judge. Flare screen for him. He finds himself Pat Flaherty guarding a lot of room in the lane to operate. Off to Derek Morton Rivera. Rivera. Floater is up and good for Nazir Tyler. Branson brings it up. LaSalle looks to settle into their offense. Off to Nick Neary on the wing. Back to Max Okabata. Ryan Rang to Nick Neary in the corner for 3. Just rims out. Pat Flaherty comes up with the miss. Looks to dish it off to Ryan Rang. Father Judge comes up with a loose ball. They look to push in transition. Derek Morton Rivera through the lane, up and good for the layup through. Here comes Tyler Branson looking to push in response.
We saw Nick Neary shoot a 3. That was only his third 3 of the year.
And right back into it, a really questionable push floater shot in the lane. Not sure if that's a shot you want in response to Father Judge layup. And sometimes bad shots lead to good shots on the other end. That's Nazir Tyler. Finds himself wide open in the corner. Father Judge nails the 3-pointer. Coach Ryan Ansel takes a timeout.
I think a really smart timeout there by Coach Ansel. We saw them turn around in that first quarter after Father Judge took a pretty big lead. So I like that timeout. Maybe make some adjustments. I know they like to come out in different defenses. Maybe we see the 1-3-1 or the press.
Yeah, I mean, if you're pressing against this Father Judge team, it'd be extremely tough. Still plenty of time in the fourth quarter. You know, it's just over 6 minutes left. 9-point lead. You found yourself in a 9-point lead deficit early on. Certainly have dug yourself out of it again. Obviously not going to be as easy the first time. But, you know, fall into your offensive sets. Lock in, back in on the defensive end. Surely you can make a game of it again.
And I just want to highlight the D1 talent. We were talking about it a few times this broadcast, but last year Father Judge had Kevar Kennedy, who went to Merrimack, and Everett Barnes, Loyola Maryland, like you said, Carter. This year they have Derek Morton Rivera, who's committed to Temple. They have Rocco Westfield, who's committed to Merrimack. He's going to go play with Kevar Kennedy. And they have Max Moshinsky, like we said, is going to Iona, and Nazir Tyler has a Holy Cross offer, so a lot of D1 talent in this Father Judge program, and LaSalle is hanging with them.
Out of the timeout, here comes Tyler Branson. We'll see what LaSalle has drawn up here. I'd love to get an easy bucket for somebody. Maybe free up Pat Flaherty in the corner. Ryan Rang sets the ball screen for Tyler Branson. Branson with Moshinsky guarding. Corner three from Nick Neary is up and good. That looked like that was all part of the plan.
First three made of the season for Nick Neary.
Father Judge goes inside to Jeremiah Adedeji against the smaller Nick Neary. He goes up, grabs the rebound, lays it in above the rim. Quick response from Father Judge there. Branson to Neary. Flaherty in the corner. Max Okabata cutting through the lane. Flaherty pulls it back upside. Father Judge taking away Nick Neary for three again. Just rims out. Father Judge electing to leave him open. Here comes Father Judge looking to push the tempo. Throws it out of bounds. That was Max Moshinsky looking for Jeremiah Adedeji in transition.
And like I was saying earlier, Nick Neary coming into this game had only shot 2 threes on the season. He shot 3 here in this game.
3 in the last 2 minutes.
Father Judge turns it over on that possession, and down 8, you need to convert on those turnovers if you're LaSalle.
You have to take advantage of the mistakes where you get them. Tyler Branson to Max Okabata inside. See how they call it. They called the offensive foul. Really tough call. Max looked like he did throw that off arm. That will be his 4th. Let's take a look. Okabata off 2 feet. Just chicken wings that off arm into the body of Nazir Tyler. Nazir Tyler would take a blow. Can't imagine that felt very good. Good to see him up and well, though.
Substitution for Father Judge, number 4, Corey Copeland.
Nazir Tyler holding that midsection right where Max Okabata, inadvertently, of course, not intentional, but had that off arm go into. And Corey Copeland checks in for him, hopefully a short spell.
And Nas Tyler has been so impressive today. I think that's the last thing I would want to see at least.
Adedeji to Max Moshinsky, Nick Neary guarding. Watch. Foul is called on Ryan Rang on the drive from Jeremiah Adedeji.
That's his first. Team's third.
Father Judge will set up their baseline out of bounds.
Turning the lineup with his scorers, number 10, Ryan Damon.
Inbounds pass tipped by Nick Neary. Max Moshinsky gathers it, kicks out to Rocco Westfield. Quiet day for Rocco Westfield. Uses the Adebaji screen lob to him. Gathers it over Ryan Damon. First is no good. Second, grabs his own wrist. Up and good. Father Judge jumping out to a 10-point lead. Really crucial possession for LaSalle here. Got to keep this game within arm's reach. Branson finds Flaherty open in the corner for 3. It's up and a timely 3. Really good job by LaSalle using that flare screen to get Flaherty open on the wing. He knocks down his, I believe, his first 3 of the game. Moshinsky inside to Adedeji. Ryan Damon doing a good job deflecting that out of bounds. Clearly, Father Judge making a point to go inside against this smaller LaSalle lineup.
I got another fun fact. Rocco Westfield's older brother, Frankie Westfield, who's on the Philadelphia Union, is in the house.
That is a very fun fact.
How you like that one, Jack Burns?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Max Moshinsky up top, hands off to Adedeji, who's going to look to attack Ryan Damon. Man, if you're LaSalle, I think you want him shooting that type of shot, a free throw line floater. Just bailed out with the foul, and he'll head to the line for 2 instead. We'll catch a tail end of it. Called on Nick Neary on the help there. That is his 4th free throw.
So now Nick Neary and Okabata both have 4 fouls. Branson still has 3.
Yeah, this could get tight. Tight for LaSalle, head down the stretch. Also their 4th foul, just about halfway through the 4th quarter. First is up and no good. Father Judge having their own struggles from the free throw line this game. 6 of 12 through that first shot, just at 50%. Second is up and no good. So they'll fall below 6 of 13 from the free throw line for Father Judge. LaSalle takes in the rebound. Here's Tyler Branson looking to push. Layup is up and no good. There's Adedeji affecting that shot, of course.
And Carter, real quick to your point, Father Judge coming into this game was shooting 70% from the free throw line as a team.
Corey Copeland lasers out to Mashinsky. Oh, man, that's a tough call. Rocco Westfield looking to get that inside pass into Adedeji. Ryan Damon called for the hold. Really tough. We caught the tail end of it there.
And now Damon has 4. So
yeah.
3 LaSalle players with 4 fouls, 1 with 3.
You wonder if, Father Judge continues to go inside to Adedeji. Maybe Price Alston comes back into this game at some point. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw, off back iron. Pat Flaherty comes down with the rebound. LaSalle still within 8 points, just under halfway through this fourth quarter. Tyler Branson calls for the ball screen from Ryan Damon. Uses it, 2 guys on him, kicks to the corner. Nick Neary drives into the lane off 2 feet. Pump fake, lob to Ryan Damon, who can't finish at the rim. Adedeji, there he is again. Another defensive rebound. Adedeji to Rocco Westfield, Max Mashinsky. Just so many guys to guard right now if you're LaSalle. So many ways Father Judge can attack you. Here's Derek Morton Rivera, whose name we haven't said very much in this fourth quarter. Off the loose ball, Father Judge will take a timeout. Full timeout. We'll be right back after this short break.
The all-new Infiniti QX80 has redefined what a luxury SUV should be. A V6 twin turbocharged engine, available 64-color personalized ambient lighting and 24-speaker sound system, biometric cooling, Pro Pilot Assist, and so much more. Experience the Infiniti QX80 today at Faulkner Infiniti of Willow Grove and redefine your luxury expectations. To be sure.
At Burns Design Group, our passion for visual and literary design forges powerful, lasting brands, from nonprofits and small businesses to Fortune 500 companies. We create and refresh brands from the ground up and inside out. We transform culture. We drive growth, profitability, and market leadership. We are a group of hands-on veterans who hold more than 150 years of brand strategy and design experience. Burns Design Group. What's next? By design.
Welcome back to O.B. O'Brien Court at LaSalle College High School. Father Judge inbounding the ball, holding it on to an 8-point lead against the LaSalle Explorers team. Just under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Father Judge in no particular rush as they draw up their set. Mashinsky back to handoff to Corey Copeland. Watch this the screen for the screener from Max Mashinsky. They don't go to it. Corey Copeland retains at the top of the key. Driving against Nick Neary. Dribble handoff to Max Mashinsky. Explorers doing a good job on the switch there. But a lot of time coming off this clock. Nick Neary as Max Mashinsky drives and kicks to the top. Corey Copeland into the lane. Right hand finish. No good, but Max Okabata called for the foul.
And I believe that's his 5th.
I believe that is his 5th. Let's take a look. Corey Copeland, really good job attacking that closeout. Yeah, Max Okabata, that's a foul. Just got that hand on that offhand. Looked like he grabbed that shoulder. Definitely impacted the shot. I mean, that's absolutely gigantic for LaSalle, unfortunately. Losing Max Okabata for these last 2.5 minutes. Done a really good job on the offensive end, attacking the rim today. Hit a 3 early on. Obviously, crucial part in defensive end as well. And if they want to go to any type of press, he's typically the guy at the top of that press. Really can impact passing lanes. So a loss that will be felt for the rest of this game. Looks like Ryan Rang checks in to take his place.
And I want to mention another thing about Max about his game tonight. He was excellent from the free throw line.
Yeah, definitely something to build on for him throughout the rest of the season, regardless of this result in the short term. First free throw is up and good. Corey Copeland expands that Father Judge lead up to 9.
Right now, Father Judge has their, I would say, big three of seniors out there. You've got Derek Morton-Rivera, Rocco Westfield, and Max Moshinsky. Those three have been in these situations before, and I think they know how to handle it.
Second free throw off the back iron. Pat Flaherty doing a good job checking the shooter there. Father Judge showing a little bit of ball pressure up top, maybe a 1-3-1 defense, which they haven't shown all game, just to slow up the Explorers a little bit. Explorers working in the ball above the perimeter. Fine, Pat Flaherty finds himself open for 3, up and good. This game is not over yet. Still a 6-point game. Father Judge inbounds. Here's Corey Copeland. Off to Max Mashinsky, one of those seniors you just mentioned, Pat. These guys have plenty of experience closing out tight games. Ryan Rang defending. Copeland into the corner, attacking baseline. Nick Neary, good job defending. Kicks it out to Rocco Westfield, who brings the ball up. Again, Father Judge in no particular hurry. Patience, Rocco Westfield, really patience in the lane. Kicks it back out to Corey Copeland. Tyler Branson gambling. LaSalle will have to start sending some ball pressure here. Here's Adedeji. Got a foul here if you're LaSalle now. I think I don't have the stats in front of me, but based off today, that might be the guy you want to send to the line in Adedeji. Also got to be careful if you're LaSalle who you are having foul. Branson with 4, Ryan Damon with 4, Nick Neary with 4, I believe.
Adedeji is shooting 67% from the free throw line on the year, though.
Okay.
But obviously not the best game from the stripe here tonight for him.
As the first one is short.
Looks like Coach Rowntree has Amir Brown coming in for the shooter. I think he agrees with LaSalle that that's the guy you want to foul.
Good to see Nazir Tyler checking back in the game after that short spell to the bench. Second free throw is up and good. Crucial free throw that will make it a 3-possession game, barring any fouls. And we'll take a 30-second 30-second timeout. Benches, Father Judge bench clears while we address, looks like a little bit of a medical situation in the stands. We will be right back as they address stands.
We're here to show you a better way to spend your state income taxes and get the money to where it's needed to most to the thousands of qualified kids.
What we like about Blocks is they really know where the need is.
This program ensures that their dollars come 100% into these kids for their tuition assistance.
If you are able, Blocks makes the EITC piece go very quickly and very smoothly.
Turn your PA State tax liability into need-based scholarships and receive a 90% tax credit.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad.
We'll bring it back to live action. As LaSalle inbounds down 7, minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. Coming out of an extended timeout. See what they can draw up. They draw up the corner 3 for Nick Neary isn't there. Father Judge does a good job snuffing that one out. Tyler Branson attacks from the top of the key, called for the foul. And he will shoot 2.
We were just talking about how LaSalle wants to foul Adedeji because he's not the best free throw shooter, but Father Judge does not want to foul Tyler Branson. Coming into this game, Tyler Branson had shot 3 less free throws than field goals attempted.
Wow, wait, that's crazy. That's a great stat.
127 field goals attempted, 124 free throws attempted.
First one is up and good for Branson. Great stat.
He's by far the Explorers' best free throw shooter, shooting 80% on the year.
If you're, do we have free throw numbers on Father Judge? Who is Jeremiah Adedeji the guy to foul if you're LaSalle?
For this game or for the season?
For this, let's talk season. Tyler Branson, meantime, second free throw off the back iron, no good. Adedeji gets that rebound. Here's Nazir Tyler. Explorers sending a trap. Oh! Nazir Tyler falls over his own 2 feet. Wanted the push from LaSalle, but was called for the travel at half court. Here comes the pressure. You can see the pressure coming from Nick Neary. Nick Neary, I mean, jumped up and landed on top of Nazir Tyler. I could see his argument there. Regardless, LaSalle takes over with the ball, down 6 points, 2-possession game, 50 seconds left. Nick Neary in the corner, thinks about it, passes it back out to Branson. Branson attacking multiple defenders. Jeremiah Adedeji gets the block, outlet to Nazir Tyler. Nazir Tyler will surely pull this out. LaSalle is in a must-foul, a must-press situation, but regardless, they come up with the steal. There's Branson. I'm very surprised Father Judge turned that ball over. Atypical to see from such an experienced team. Regardless, on the replay, Ryan Rank came up with the steal, passes off to Tyler Branson. Branson head back to the line, foul called on Rocco Westfield.
And to answer your question, Carter, the guys to foul in the season for Father Judge are Adedeji and Moshinsky, which is kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, Moshinsky, I believe, 2 for 2, 3 for 4 early on in this game. First free throw for Tyler Branson is up and good. Corey Copeland checks back in for Nazir Tyler. Tyler Branson's second free throw is up and good. We have a 4-point game, 39 seconds left. Little defensive reinforcements coming in for LaSalle. Jackson Carroll and Jaden Carr as LaSalle sets up their full court pressure. Jackson Carroll has a tough job in manning Adedeji in the back there. Father Judge inbounding into the corner. Tough spot. LaSalle sends a trap. Father Judge rightfully gets a timeout in.
Full timeout, Father Judge. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Take a minute here to thank another one of our sponsors, E&M Insurance, for all your insurance needs. If you're in need of a new driver, new license gatherer, please consider E&M Insurance for your auto insurance needs. Of course, thankful for their sponsorship of this program and Bob Long Sports throughout the season. 215-368-9555. This will be a tough inbounding spot for Father Judge. They'll be in that deep, deep corner. Really good opportunity for LaSalle to set up their full court press, come up with a turnover. Don't have to foul right away. Really generous inbounding spot. Wow, he was definitely deeper into the corner on that timeout. Regardless, gives Father Judge a lot more room to work with. Rocco Westfield gathers in the backcourt. LaSalle sending pressure, 2-man guys. Dumps it off to Max Moshinsky. And Ryan Rank fouls. We mentioned Max Moshinsky, potentially one of the guys you want to foul. Father Judge, I'm sure, a strong free throw shooting team across the board.
On the line shooting 2, Max Moshinsky.
Jack McGuire mentioned it. Max Moshinsky might be one of the guys you want to foul. First free throw is up and bounces off the back iron. keeps this game manageable for the LaSalle Explorers. 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You know, Carter, sometimes I wonder if keeping all these stats is helpful, and thankfully they were there.
Second free throw up and good. 5-point game. Still plenty of time for LaSalle. Of course, you need to score here to keep this game going. Tyler Branson off to Pat Flaherty. Father Judge switching into man-to-man defense. Tyler Branson attacks. Lefty scoop up and good. Clock is running. 19 seconds left. We mentioned LaSalle. I don't believe they have many timeouts, if any timeouts left at all. Inbound, the Father Judge inbounds to Mashinsky, who was fouled by Ryan Rang. He'll head back to the line.
LaSalle found number 20, Ryan Rang, that's his fourth. On the line, shooting 2, Max Mashinsky.
First free throw for Max Mashinsky. Short off the iron, keeps the door open for LaSalle. Max Mashinsky's second free throw up, the senior, of course. 4-point game, keeps it at 2 possession, barring any catastrophe. Here's Branson, got to get going if you're LaSalle. Off to Flaherty, Flaherty attacking the rim, floater in the lane is good. LaSalle uses, which I believe is their final timeout, with 5.5 seconds left in a 2-point game. Guys, we mentioned it earlier, the impact that this game was close. LaSalle used 3 first half timeouts on loose ball situations. You know, it's coming back to bite them. Like, clock only stops with the timeout late in these late game situations. Just running out of time. If you're LaSalle, of course, you got to foul right away on the inbounds. Hope it gets to. I mean, you can keep sending Mashinsky to the line, but the door is certainly open for LaSalle to keep this game in hand.
Another dogfight we have here.
All right, let's go around the Catholic League while we have some time.
Yeah, so Newman took down Bonner 62-58. Carroll got a victory over Conwell Egan. The last update I got on the West Catholic versus Lansdale Catholic game, it was tied at 47. Ryan was up on Devon 55-52.
And earlier today, a 4 o'clock game, St. Joseph's Prep took down O'Hara 61-45.
Tight night across the Catholic League, but stick with us. We got a tight one ourselves. 2-point game, 5.5 seconds left. Father Judge in the inbounding here. Max Mashinsky changing to the inbounder. Really early foul called on the inbound, away from the ball.
Although that is Nick Neary's 5th foul.
Number 23, Nick Neary. That is his 5th. And the women of personal fouls on
Take a
Nick
look.
Neary.
Yeah, just hands around the waist there. Two free throws coming up for Rocco Westfield. As mentioned, that was Nick Neary's 5th foul of the game, so he heads to the bench for the remainder.
Westfield, not the one you want to foul. 87% from free throw.
Yeah, that sounds about right. A quiet game from him offensively from the perimeter today, but you know his calling card, 3-point shooting, one of the premier shooters in the Catholic League these past few seasons.
Substitution for the Explorers, number 10, Ryan Bain. On the line, shooting 2, Rocco Westfield.
Don't need to overstate the importance of these free throws for Rocco. First free throw is up and good.
And this exact situation is where the no timeouts bites them.
Yes, it does. Second free throw up for Rocco Westfield. Regardless, Explorers have to get the ball and go. Off the back iron, opportunity here for LaSalle. 4 seconds and a foul is called on Father Judge on the rebound. That's only their 4th. So LaSalle will have an opportunity here to inbound the ball and get off a final shot. 3.8 seconds left. No timeouts left for LaSalle. You know, I hope these are situations you often practice. Father Judge elects to take a timeout. I mean, really, I would never question a state championship winning coach, but you're allowing LaSalle to draw up a play with 3 seconds left. Of course, on the opposite end, allows him to set up his defense, talk about whether they want to foul. They are up 3. It looks LaSalle is inbounding in the backcourt. They can foul in the backcourt. LaSalle can never get a shot off. That's always something in the mind of a coach in these types of situations. Guys, what a great game we had on tap for today.
Yeah, definitely. I think LaSalle has just played with so much heart and effort. I feel like they look like a totally different team than the Archbishop Carroll game, which I'm sure left a sour taste in their mouth.
And all the outside noise points to Father Judge. Everyone thought Father Judge was going to come into LaSalle, start their PCL season,
get it back on track.
But LaSalle has completely blacked out all the outside noise, has come out here and fought hard. Father Judge, on the other hand, has also fought really hard. They already have 8 losses on the season. Last year, the whole season, they only had 7. So they have to fight too. They were hearing some outside noise after some rough losses early, but they also didn't have Derek Morton Rivera for a few games. So these two teams here, they're at their prime right now.
Yeah, just absolutely. I mean, this is a great experience for a younger LaSalle team as well, playing in these types of tight environments. As we see what they drew up out of the timeout. Father Judge, only one guy in the backcourt. Inbound, 2 jacks. 3 is up. Did he get it off? That is good. Did they count the basket? It is good. We are heading to overtime. Tyler Branson. Let's take a look at this replay. Let's see if he got this off. Double pumped. Man, that is immensely tight. Regardless, the refs took a minute to call that good or not. Inbound there to Jaden Carr. Jaden Carr dribbles it up the rim, looks for the 3-point, dishes it off to Tyler Branson. Branson double pumps, gets the 3-pointer to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to overtime.
I got another fun fact just for you guys. I take all credit for that shot. I fed him dinner last night. I got him Chipotle, all right? So that's because of me. That's because of his dinner last night. All right?
No free ads. Jack McGuire, free dinner. That's Tyler Branson. Man, what an unbelievable shot. I'm still in shock that he even got that off.
Yeah, that was definitely a close shot.
Jack Burns, what do you think behind the camera?
Honestly, to me, I don't think he made it. Like, I don't
think that was as tight gets. On my, I'll take you guys behind the scenes a little bit. On our, I have a secondary screen where you can watch the replays, and the replay button was blocking out the bottom clock, so I could not line up if the shot got off in time or not. Regardless, I'm sure there'll be plenty of social media videos around your preferred social media platform, which you can see. But regardless, refs count it. We are tied 52-52 at OBO Bryant Court. What a game.
What a game. The only problem for LaSalle, Neri and Okabata remain on the bench with 5 fouls.
Great point. I believe Tyler Branson has 3 fouls as well. Certainly some foul trouble to explore for the Explorers. Tyler Branson picks up his dribble up top. Price Alston doing a good job. Got to keep the ball off the ground if you're Price Alston here. Hands it off to Tyler Branson, who just hit that massive 3. LaSalle working it along the perimeter, off to Jaden Carr. A couple guys who did not get a lot of run. Good dish off inside to Price Alston. Floater in the lane cannot go, just rims out. Father Judge looking to push off in transition, off the defensive rebound. That's Jeremiah Adedeji just attacking the mismatch there against significantly outmatched Pat Flaherty. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Jeremiah Adedeji down the stretch. He's really been able to use his size inside the paint.
Around the PCL, Archbishop Wood takes down Roman Catholic 70-65. That means they have now beaten Father Judge and Archbishop Wood. Sorry, and Roman Catholic.
Adedeji's first free throw is short. Second free throw for Jeremiah Adedeji, taking his time this time. Maybe possibly too much time for him. But regardless, misses it. Max Mashinsky grabs the rebound. Out to a wide open Derek Morton Rivera on the wing. Shot is short, but over the back called on Jeremiah Adedeji. We'll catch a tail end here. Derek Morton Rivera, quiet game offensively from him, outside of it from a couple threes. Shot rims out, but a good job by Jaden Carr inside, getting a body on Jeremiah Adedeji to get called for that over the back foul. And crucial, fouls do carry over into this overtime period. So Jaden Carr will head to the line for 2 shots.
And honestly, Carter, I think we've seen it all night. The boxing out and hustling from the Explorers pays off in the big moments.
And Archbishop Ryan takes down Devon Prep 63-59. That is a very hard-fought game by Devon Prep.
First is up and no good from Jaden Carr. Second is good. LaSalle takes a 1-point lead. You know, just under halfway through the fourth quarter, LaSalle was down 9 points, and we started to wonder if they would be able to come back, make this a game. There's Max Mashinsky, answers the free throw with a floater in the lane. He's had a terrific second half for Father Judge. Tyler Branson uses the Price Austin ball screen, probing into the lane. Jaden Carr back out to Price Austin on the perimeter. Out to Ryan Rang. Jaden Carr had Ryan looking for Ryan Rang, who had it open in the corner. Turns it over to Max Mashinsky, comes up with it, and is fouled going to the lane. Father Judge wants an intentional foul. Instead, Max Mashinsky will go to the line for 2.
On the line, shooting 2, Max Mashinsky.
Struggles for Max Mashinsky continue at the line. His first shot is up and no good. Keep it. This is what kept the Explorers in the game. Of course, you know, Father Judge was splitting free throws down the stretch. LaSalle taking good opportunity to capitalize on those misses.
And Father Judge is 12 for 28 from the free throw line.
Talk about uncharacteristic. Second free throw, rims out, loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? Ryan Rang wrangles it in. Out to Tyler Branson. Branson wisely elects to slow up the pace. Has Price Austin on the block in the lane against a smaller Nazir Tyler. Lefty hook over the smaller defender is no good. Jeremiah Adedeji comes up with another rebound. Rocco Westfield handling for Father Judge. Adedeji handoff to Westfield. Westfield handoff from Nazir Tyler. Nazir Tyler open for 3. Good. Continues his standout perimeter shooting. Pumped up after that 3-point make. Extends Father Judge's lead to 4 points. Tyler Branson looking to attack the lane. Layup no good. Jaden Carr offensive rebound. Foul going up. Major credit to LaSalle all game. They've done a great job on the offensive boards, despite being not having the size advantage, especially with Price Austin not playing a significant chunk of this game. Jaden Carr's first free throw is up and good. Ryan Damon checking back in for Price Austin. Second free throw for Jaden Carr is up. Off the back iron, Derek Morton Rivera comes down with the rebound. Father Judge holding on to a 3-point lead. Just under 2 minutes left in this overtime period. Max Mashinsky looking to attack downhill. Through contact, can't get the layup to go. But regardless, he will head back to the line for 2 more free throws. Of note, that's Ryan Rang's 5th. Ryan Rang's 5th foul of the game, so he will join the cast of crew of Explorers, Max Okabata and Nick Neary, to the sideline for the rest of the game.
That's the second game in PCL play that Ryan Rang, you blink and he has 5 fouls. It was against Conwell Egan also.
Short timeout on the floor here while LaSalle, Coach Ryan Ansel takes full advantage of the 30 seconds you are allowed to utilize when a player fouls out of the game. Clearly taking a really good hard look onto who he's trying to get onto the floor. Jackson Carroll checks in. Still 2 for Max Bashinsky here at the line. 2 for 2 for the line for Max Mashinsky. Pushes the Father Judge lead to 5 points, I believe. Scoreboard is updated. Yes, Tyler Branson looks to attack the rim. Offhand, got to be careful there. Is called for the offensive foul. Clearly extends that offhand as he's trying to get into the lane. Does not get away with this one. Turns it back over to Father Judge. A really tough possession there for us. Certainly had that off elbow high and extended into the Father Judge defender's body. LaSalle sets up their full court pressure. Father Judge inbound deep into the corner. Rocco Westfield, LaSalle traps. Derek Morton Rivera comes up with the ball. No jump ball called, still trapped. Tyler Branson rips it away from Derek Morton Rivera. Opportunity for the Explorers. Jackson Carroll attacking, blocked by Rivera. Blocked again by Rivera. And Jaden Carr looking for the skip pass, turns the ball over, back over to Father Judge. Let's take a look. Terrific defensive play. There's Derek Morton Rivera on the first block. Derek Morton Rivera again on the second block. Into the hands of Jaden Carr. But the length of Max Mashinsky impacting that pass.
And another foul out for the LaSalle Explorers. It's now Ryan Damon joining the other three.
The fourth Explorer to foul out of this game.
And now Nate Walsh gets his name called.
Got to go deeper and deeper into the bench if you're LaSalle. Nate Walsh sparing varsity minutes this year, but has certainly made an impact when he's been on the court.
Substitution for the Explorers, number 12, Nate Walsh. On the line for the Crusaders, shooting 2.
Foul called in transition there, just to note. So Derek Morton Rivera will head to the line for 2 free throws.
I think Nate Walsh definitely will have the most energy on the court right now, considering he hasn't been in, but maybe he can bring a little juice to the LaSalle team.
First free throw is up and good for the Temple commit, Derek Morton Rivera. And the second is good, which extends this Father Judge lead to 7 points. Tough sledding here for LaSalle. You know, you're losing a lot of your guys, most of them key contributors and starters. Running out of options here to go down to. There's Nate Walsh wide open in the corner for 3 is good. LaSalle still in this game as they set up their full court press. Jaden Carr foul on Rocco Westfield in the backcourt.
Carter, Nate came in
at
the Conwell Egan game for 30 seconds, got a loose ball, put it right back up for 2. He comes in and in his first 30 seconds of this game, he gets a 3, and they really needed that right there.
Yeah, Nate Walsh, the sophomore guard, primarily a JV player, of course, but on the bench for the varsity team as a deep reserve. That shot for sitting probably an hour and a half to 2 hours and getting those shots up, just coming off the bench and hitting that is extremely difficult. So major credit to Nate Walsh there, staying ready and hitting that corner 3. Rocco Westfield makes the first at the line. Still 2-possession game, regardless if this goes or not for LaSalle. 55 seconds left, plenty of time. Second is up, rattles out Jaden Carr with the defensive rebound. Tyler Branson pushing in transition, looking to attack. Nate Walsh in the corner again, but this time Judge closes out. Nate Walsh floater in the lane. No good. Nazir Tyler grabs a defensive rebound. Nate Walsh Fouls Nazir Tyler. Judge will go to the line.
I mean, Carter, you blink and you have 3 sophomores on the court for LaSalle.
Yeah, certainly. This is a deep rotation game. As we mentioned, 4 LaSalle Explorers fouled out of this one.
And you still have those 3 veteran seniors on the court for Father Judge.
Yeah, you know, it's a difference in team makeup. Father Judge, tons of experience in these types of games. They do a great job attacking downhill, drawing fouls, of course. Know how to play in the Catholic League, a tradition of winning. Given last year, PCL champions, state champions. Just seems like one of those games where experience is winning out in the end. Nazir Tyler's second free throw up and good. Father Judge back to a 7-point lead, 42 seconds left for LaSalle. Inbound goes to Jaden Carr. Jaden Carr looking to attack this Father Judge defense. Through the lane, off balance layup is no good. Father Judge retains Max Moshinsky in the open court. Look out. Slams it home. And I think that will be the exclamation point for this Father Judge team. Grinded out an overtime win against LaSalle. 20 seconds left. Jaden Carr, desperation 3 is no good. Jackson Carroll on the offensive rebound. No good through traffic. Derek Morton Rivera comes down with it. Major credit to LaSalle Explorers for fighting through this game, forcing this one to overtime. Father Judge just comes out in top.
And I don't know if Jack Burns caught that on camera, but Tyler Branson going over and supporting his teammate Jackson Carroll. He's got blocked 3 times in his first game, not starting. I can't even imagine what's going through Jackson Carroll's head, but a great move there by Tyler Branson going over, calming him down.
Great leadership. You know, the optimistic view, if you're a LaSalle Explorer, is this is absolutely a game you can build on if you're LaSalle. Showing you can compete with a team like Father Judge, who returns a large number of minutes and production from a state championship team last year. LaSalle hanging around all game as Derek Morton Rivera hits 2 of 2 from the line. 11-point game. This one's just about over, especially as Jackson Carroll throws away the inbounds pass.
West Catholic takes down Lansdale Catholic 55-52.
.14 seconds left. Father Judge inbounds to Mashinsky. LaSalle still sending pressure. And Nate Walsh will foul. Max Mashinsky will just add a couple extra points to his final line, as this one's well over 10 seconds left.
On the line shooting 2, Max Moshinsky.
Jack, let's start with you. What was the thing that impressed you the most about this Explorer team today in this hard-fought game?
I think the thing that impressed me the most was probably that shot to go into overtime. That was crazy. That was kind of like the double clutch 3 that Tyler Branson made against Devon Prep.
Very similar shot, you're right.
And I think I'm a very lucky guy. I mean, the 2 games I do this year go into overtime, so.
Max Moshinsky 0 for 2 from the line. Jack McCabe will push. Mid-range shot is good. We'll just get on the board. Clock will not stop. Father Judge will head back to Northeast Philadelphia with the win in hand and a 3-2 record in the Catholic League. LaSalle College High School Explorers fall to 2-3 the Catholic League. A quick regroup for the Explorers. Big game against Cardinal O'Hara Friday evening. Pat Burkhead, fantastic game. Fantastic to have you on the call. You know, Father Judge pulling out this big win. You know, what are their takeaways from that game, from them for that perspective?
Yeah, I think Father Judge, you're happy with the win, but you know, I think they came in expecting to win by more, not going to overtime. Maybe a wake-up call for them. I know they've already lost twice, but I think they'll come back strong.
Great win by Father Judge over LaSalle College High School Explorers. Overtime game here at O.B. O'Brien Court. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next time on Bob Long Sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night.